Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2020 Netflix original sequel film, The Princess Switch, Switched Again. So, I didn't know that The Princess Switch and A Christmas Prince, both trilogies, are within the same Netflix universe. I didn't know that until I saw Rose McGowan's credit as Queen Anne in Princess Switch 2, which is this one, Switched Again. And I was like, wait a minute. What? Because that's on a Christmas Prince is on my list of things to watch. If I knew they were in the same universe, I would have started with that because 1, 2, and 3 of that is before the second film. Because you have Rose's character of Queen Anne, her husband the King, and their newborn baby at the coronation for Duchess Margaret, who is now Queen Margaret of Montenegro. Within the end of this film. So I was like, haha, if I only knew, but I didn't, so we'll just combine all of them together in a nice little playlist, all 6 films. Now, this is 2 years after the first film, 2 years after when it was filmed, and 2 years after plot-wise. So Margaret, played by Vanessa Hudgens, of course, and then Sophie, played by Vanessa Hudgens, of course. Oh, side note, the girl who plays Olivia, Kevin's daughter, is a different actress. I don't know what the hell happened to the first one. But this new girl is good, and then she's in the third one as well. I had to look that up, and Nick is just incredible as Kevin. I love him so much. So, moving on to the plot now, the king of Montenegro has passed away. His son, the prince, has abdicated. So because Margaret is a duchess, therefore she is technically the next in line for the throne. She never wanted to be next in line for the throne to begin with. She hates the spotlight. That's why she wanted the simple, spontaneous life with Kevin in Chicago and Sophie in Chicago, even though they split over the summer when she told him that she has to be queen, and he didn't want that, even though he did, kind of. It was a whole thing. So Sophie, Prince Sophie, not Prince Sophie, Princess, no, Sophie, yeah, Princess Sophie, there we go, is going, Sophie? Is it Sophie? Why am I forgetting Vanessa Hudgens' characters' names? There's the third character introduced, Fiona. I think it's Sophie. I just have to look quick. Look very quick, in my means. Oh, it doesn't tell us. Let's go back to the first. Oh, it doesn't tell us. It doesn't tell us. I'm drawing a blank. Oh well, we tried. So, Prince and Princess, right? Prince Edward and let's just say Sophie, because I can't remember her name. They are now trying to help with the Christmas ball celebration / coronation celebration of Margaret, and then in the midst bring Nick's character of Kevin and Olivia to Montenegro to celebrate as well. But Margaret's cousin Fiona, also played by Vanessa Hudgens, is a party girl and is out now to steal and get the crown, but she just wants money and to bail. But then they hatch a switching plan where Sophie and Margaret switch again for part of a day, just that way Margaret can get some alone time with Nick. And Nick's character of Kevin, I'm never going to get this correct. So Fiona then has her posse kidnap, thinking it's Margaret, but it was actually the Princess Sophie all along. And so what happens next? How do you go about, if there's now 3 people who look alike and they're not actually twins, if they're all kind of related? What happens now? Who do you trust, and how do you prove things? And there's an escape plot, and then there's a fist fight, and then there's a midnight coronation celebration stopped, and then there's a coronation on Christmas Day properly, after there's a cute little wedding at the airport with Margaret and Kevin. So this was much faster. This was an hour and a half versus an hour 45 for the first one. I think the third is an hour 45 as well. It's just, it makes you smile. It's perfectly constructed Christmas film, and all the songs were Christmas songs, which was cool. But what's great about this is that it doesn't have to be a Christmas film. It could have been any time of the year, and the plot still made sense. It just happened to be at the Christmas time, and the coronation happens to be on Christmas Day. Nothing correlated with each other, but it's neat that it's a plot that doesn't have to technically be associated to Christmas, but because the Princess Switch films are Christmas films, that's what's nice, little wrap up about it. So I thought it was neat. I thought it was neat figuring that out too, that it doesn't have to be a Christmas film for it to make sense. It makes sense on its own. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the 2 year difference. I enjoyed the uh, not making amends, but figuring out life now as a princess, figuring out life now as a queen. Where does Kevin fit in? Is he now technically a prince? Is he now a king? How does that work? I don't know how marrying royalty works within titles. I don't know. We'd have to do some diving into that. I also liked Edward trying to figure out if he was being a hovering husband or not, thanks to a little speech from Olivia. That was pretty cool. There was baking involved because that's how we originally started as a baker from Chicago, and a baking competition. It was good. It was good. Very good. Very good. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.